You keep wondering why your spirit feels dry, why your prayers hit the ceiling, why you've read every devotional and still feel stuck. And here's the hard truth. You're not growing spiritually because you're feeding your flesh more than your spirit. And no amount of church attendance can fix what a lack of true surrender is breaking. You've gotten comfortable in the routine of Christianity, posting verses, playing worship music, even showing up to Bible study. But behind closed doors, you're starving your soul and expecting fruit. Galatians 6:7 warns us plainly, God is not mocked, for whatever one sows, that will he also reap. And the shocking part is you've been sowing comfort, compromise, and convenience while expecting a harvest of power, clarity, and breakthrough. You scroll more than you pray. You vent more than you fast. You surround yourself with voices that keep you passive, not voices that provoke you to holiness. The hidden truth is this: spiritual stagnation is almost always the result of tolerated disobedience. It's not always the big sins. It's the quiet refusal to forgive, the secret addiction to approval, the daily decision to listen to everything except the Holy Spirit. You've become a hearer of the word and not a doer. And James 1:22 tells us exactly where that leads: self-deception. You tell yourself you're just waiting on God, but truthfully, God's been waiting on you to crucify what's killing your growth. Your bitterness has roots now. Your anxiety has a throne. And somewhere along the line, you stopped letting the word correct you and started using it only to comfort you. You say you want to grow, but when was the last time you repented without excuse, fasted without fanfare, obeyed without delay? This is not about perfection. It's about posture. David sinned but grew because his heart stayed broken before God. Saul sinned and shrank because his pride stayed intact. That's the real dividing line. You can't grow spiritually when your image matters more than your intimacy. You keep putting up a front like everything's fine. But Matthew 23:27 describes it perfectly. Whitewashed tombs looking clean on the outside, dead on the inside. And the warning here is urgent. The longer you pretend, the harder your heart becomes. Spiritual decay rarely shouts. It whispers, it delays, it distracts. That's why some of the most spiritually stagnant people are still the busiest in ministry. You're doing everything for God, but nothing with Him. And here's a truth the enemy doesn't want you to hear. Your stagnation isn't permanent. It's a signal, a divine warning, a sacred interruption meant to wake you up before apathy becomes your default. You've let your calling become common. You treat His presence casually. You worship when you feel like it and wonder why you don't sense Him. Isaiah 29:13 hits hard. These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. And you feel far, don't you? Like you're wandering in circles, like something's missing. It's not a new sermon you need. It's a new surrender. God will not compete for your attention. He withdraws not because He's cruel, but because He wants to be sought. Jeremiah 29:13 promises, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." And right now, if you're honest, your heart's been divided. Part with God, part with distraction, part with doubt. No wonder you're not growing. You've allowed spiritual apathy to settle in like dust on a forgotten altar. The fire hasn't gone out, you just haven't added wood. You want to feel Him again? Get back to the basics that broke you open in the first place. Wake up earlier and kneel before your day begins. Turn off the noise and open the word like your life depends on it, because it does. Call out sin for what it is, not what culture repackages it to be. Clean your heart like David in Psalm 51:10. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Stop waiting for motivation and start choosing discipline. Growth is often silent. It happens in the dark, in the quiet obedience, in the moments when nobody's watching and you're still choosing righteousness over relevance. You're not spiritually stuck because God has left you. You're stuck because you've stopped moving toward Him. He hasn't changed. His word still has power. His spirit still convicts. The cross still calls. The question is, are you still answering? Or have you gotten so used to surviving that you've forgotten you were called to thrive? If you want to grow, you have to starve what's been killing you. No more flirting with sin. No more half-hearted worship. No more pretending everything's okay when your soul is screaming for revival. Go back to your first love. Return to the altar. Fix it now before comfort becomes your cage and convenience becomes your master.